Charlotte being one of them. Charlotte sitting on 38 points, 9-6-0 at home, 3-11-2 on the road. They've got Philly at home, Columbus at home, Red Bull away. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Philly at home is going to be really tough. Philly's going to play. I think Philly's going to play hard because they can lock up their chance at the 1 seed. All they need is a win, and they get it. So might as well go hard against Charlotte, try to get it, and if you don't, you still have another chance. I think Philly going all out gets a win against Charlotte. Then Columbus. I mean, at that point, Charlotte's pretty much all but knocked out, most likely. As we discussed before, I think Columbus still fighting, pulls out a win here. Then Red Bull on the last day, probably not too meaningful of a game for either team. So I think it probably ends in a draw. I think they get a point away at Red Bull. So I think 1 point out of the last three, putting them on 39 points to end the season.
I'm going to give them a little bit of a run here, and hope maybe one of the results that we said for the beginning of the teams doesn't work. I'm going to say just to spice things up because we were arguing about it before. Charlotte's going to draw Philly at home. They're going to sit in. They're going to bunker in. They're going to get a 0-0, and they're going to walk out of there with some momentum. I said that they were going to draw Columbus already. I'm going to say they're going to go to Red Bull on the last day and win. You know, just to use your words, you know, they're not playing for much. They're already in the playoffs. They don't care about home, away, whatever. They're bad at home anyway. They're better on the road. Let's stop trying to get a home game and go get an away game. We'll play Red Bull 2. We'll lose 3-0 and we'll get an away game and go on a run. Sound good? Great. Perfect. Charlotte's going to finish with 5 points on 43, and they'll have more wins than Miami based off of our predictions. So they'll finish in 8th, which means that as long as Columbus lose against Red Bull, that they can jump to 7, and that'd be really cool.
Wow,
Sound good?
you've got them on a big run at the end of the season that I just don't think they have in them.
Listen, I'm here for chaos. Now, do I think that a team that is 3-3 in their last 3 games and has a win, their two of their 3 wins are away, 2 of their 3 losses are home? They're the most upside down team possible, probably. Um, Listen, I think that Swiderski goal might push them forward. They beat New York City. Listen, this team might be going on something here. And there's no better time to get hot than right at the end, is there?
I guess not.
Correct.